magic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Now the 54. Watch the run, watch the run. Max, Max. Kill. Hang it. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. This complete to the tight end, Clay. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
That's a good shot.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Come on now. Check 13. Value three.
From the 31, Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and build a play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Not just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Third and goal, Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The tackle there by John Johnson. On second down, it's Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 14-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And Woods has it complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
14.
On 2nd and 9, Goff going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And now running right through it. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll field this at the 5. Powers through. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31.
Jackson on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 11 yards there. 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The Cardinals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Jackson. That ball complete to Isabella. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Gurley again here on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Goff now looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The Rams on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Goff. And it got him in. It's Woods. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Goff now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Again, Goff. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. It's just me.
Goff throwing again. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 4th down.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be taken in at the 1. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
7 yards there and a first down. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Clay Matthews, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Jackson now, flushed out right. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Clay Matthews make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys, bring it up.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 40, the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big run there by Gurley. 68 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
They go to Johnson again. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Johnson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down, it's Gurley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in the preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
4 down. Show. 5.
To throw is gone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Jackson flushed out right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Jackson buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
Tight dog.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Spencer. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
Again, they run with Gurley. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on first down. Brown. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Right back to Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Rams on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Gurley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And Gurley, he fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah,